Alrighty guys, good morning. Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Gardendale Garage here in beautiful Alabama once again. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but this week has been a barn burner. I'm telling you. It has been crazy. We have had tornadoes. It's been, I'm like going like, what's that ocean liner flying by my house? What the hell? I was like, Jesus Christ. And of course, you know, in the middle of this, power's turning on, power's going off, power's going on, power's going off. I'm like going like, I have had enough of this. And yet today we're supposed to have some more. So, very interesting week for us. Anyway, it's been a hell of a time with these tornadoes and everything, and I just hope everybody's safe. And for the people who have lost their homes and their loved ones and everything else, I am very sorry, and my prayers do go out to you. It's been hell lately, and like I said, we're getting another one later on today. We're supposed to have some nasty thunderstorms that can ramp up into some tornadoes. So everybody, please be careful and keep on your toes and watch the weather if you're in the Alabama area, because I mean it's been nuts. But anyway, okay, in between all the power failures and bullcrap and everything else, I managed to get some consoles done. Good God! All right, look. Okay, this is going to be two of them here. We've got Miss Evelyn Starcher, and this one's for her son. And then we have Camden Millheiser, okay, who also is going to be on this video. Now, the first one I'm going to do is going to be instructional, and the second one I'm going to show you what's on it and all that kind of good stuff, so we'll go through that. This one here is Evelyn's, okay, so we got it all done. All right, it's got Trinity, 250 gig drive, up on the line servers, along with 10-day trial Purge 4.0 for GTA 5. You've got Bo2 MW3 and Ghost offhosts, as well as Jiggy and Sentinel for multiplayer and for zombies. You've got College Football Revamped, the latest one, which is version 9 right now, okay, for NCAA 14. All right, and of course you have the Repack of Mod by Goldeneye, okay, which was leaked a few weeks back. So anyway, it's all done, ready to go. We're going to power it up. All right, now I'm going to go through this with you, okay, and I'm going to show you what, where, how, and who, how to get it online for the first time, and all that. And yes, it's a very fast booter. It boots really good. Okay, you shouldn't have any problems. And okay. Hey David, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm glad I'm alive to say hey. It's been really cute down here, let me tell you. Anyway, we're booting up into FSD dash. Okay, we're gonna get some notifications from the server. All right, now I'm gonna show you what's on this thing. I'm gonna go through it all. I'm going to show you how to copy and paste files and folders and all that kind of good stuff using FTP, Xbox 360 Neighborhood, a computer, a phone, all that crap. Alright, so let's start off with this, okay? Look, under emulators, okay, you got the standard complement. You got FCUX, which is NES. You've got Super Nintendo. You've got MAME. You've got Genesis Plus 360. You got Game Boy Advance and back to FCUX, okay? Under Xbox Classic games, you got a couple classic games on there, as much as I could fill a 250 gig drive with. Alright, and then of course you have your homebrew section where your tools reside to blow the console up and all that kind of good stuff. And then of course you have Xbox Live Arcade, alright, and you got a mind-boggling amount of arcade games on there, okay, as well, including our GoldenEye HD now. Way through, there's a bunch of titles on there for them to play. And you know, like I said, you could always add or delete or whatever. You know, it's your RGH. You do what you want with it. All right. So anyway, we're good there. Now, to get to the original dashboard, you go to the Xbox 360 dashboard, hit the A button, hit it again. All right. It's going to start up. You're going to see a square pop up with your name on it. There you go. Got it. Good. Okay. Bypass the sign in. And you will see that it is up. It is online and live. Okay. And here's our beautiful eyeball pleasing HUD. And over in our fifth tab, we have our DO2 cheats, Ghost cheats, Modern Warfare 3 cheats, and Modern Warfare 2 cheats. To disable it, hit A. To enable it, hit A. Okay? Now, we'll go back to FSD Dash by going back to Xbox Home. Alright? Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sign in with a profile. We're going to do a little bit of modding here. Well, actually not modding, but I'm going to show you the menus and stuff like that. Alright, so we're going to sign in. Alright, there we go. Alright, and there we are. Don't laugh at my icon. I like her. I designed her. She's fun. Trust me. Anyway, we're going to go to Xbox 360 games, alright? Let's go rock on over to, we'll do GTA 5 first. What the hell? Alright, so we'll start that up. Alright, now just to show you the menu that you got in here and everything. I'm gonna explain how to use it and all that. All right. Now you're gonna have this thing pop up here, and I just want you to hit A to open menu with D-pad left and X. Okay. That's gonna be for 3.9. 4.0 will pop up from the right hand side, and that statically opens with right D-pad and push in on the right thumbstick. Okay. Don't move the right thumbstick. Push it in while holding right D-pad. Okay. And that will close it and open it. All right. So we're going to boot into a game save here. I'm going to show you a little bit with the menus and everything, what, and how, and where, and what, and why. All right, and then we're going to go over to Bo2. I'm going to show you a couple menus on there, okay, along with our offhost. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you how to get this thing online for the first time, okay, which is kind of important. You really need to pay attention to that, okay. And we're going to go through XM360 and all that kind of good stuff and everything else. So now we're going to go out here. I'm going to take a walk out here. All right, now look. Alright, this is the game save, alright? It's an offline profile. Okay? The menu's going to pop up from the right-hand side. It's streaming from the server, okay? So, you know, it takes it a second for it to get over there. And then what's going to happen, it's just going to pop up from the right-hand side. And then I'm going to show you GTA 5, okay? The Purge 3.9 menu, okay? Now, there's 3.9. 4.0 should pop up. Yep, there it is. Okay, good. All right, so now I'm gonna close out 4.0 first with right D-pad and right thumbstick. Okay, I'm gonna open up 3.9, and it's pretty easy to use this thing. Hit A, that'll go to a sub menu to turn something on. Hit A to turn it off. Hit A. Okay, pretty easy. All right, and to back out, hit B. All right, now I'm gonna go down to missed options here. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back up the time a little bit, so that way then we can see what the hell we're doing here. All right, I'm going to back out of here and back out of here. This is the older menu. Okay, it's got a bunch of features on it and everything. It's been around since 2016 or early 2015, and it's been widely used. So, I mean, it's a fun menu. All right, a lot of good stuff on there. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out here. And I'm going to open up the new one. Now, the new one, this is 4.0. All right, and we'll do quick start options. We'll turn God mode on, and again, we're just using A to turn it on. Okay, so you know I'm going to give stuff weapons. I'm going to check mark off all this stuff right here. Now, anything grayed out, like right there, that is for GTA Online only. We're in story mode right now, so those are not available. They will become available when you get into a session. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll hit B to back out of there. All right, we can go to quick options. Now, go off the radar again. GTA Online only. Slow-mo, pretty much self-explanatory. Clean pen, that's to clean yourself up, you know, if you get bullet wounds, crap like that. Invisible pen, invisible vehicle, okay? Self-explanatory. Drone mode, we go on out, up and away, okay? And now we have a full view of Los Santos. Now, to zoom in, right trigger. To zoom out, left trigger. You can zoom way the hell on out, okay? I mean, you know, that's not even all the way out, all right? Excuse me. Now, as you can see, we're using the thumbsticks to articulate the target rectile right there, okay? And now, what we're going to do is we highlight teleport to target zone, hit A, there I am, here I am, up on a roof, over here, in a pool, back over here, okay? Let me put me right there, okay? So, then of course we have air superiority. That's pretty much self-explanatory. When you hit A and you check mark it off, well, what will happen is your right button becomes your fast missiles, your left button becomes your slow missiles, okay? And it works rather well. And of course, there's no cars coming, but that's okay because I don't like this car anyway. So we'll do that, okay? There, took care of two birds with one stone, got rid of the friggin' Japanese bike and the friggin' wannabe Charger, okay? Now, that's fast missiles. And then of course you have slow missiles, which you can zoom in and watch them go in, and they very, very dramatic right there, you know, I mean, so on and so forth, as you can see, okay? Now, of course, you have RC car mode. If you have a car, you can control it from the sky. All right? Now, if you're in a session, you can take control, and you tag someone's vehicle, you can take control of their vehicle. Okay? So it's kind of crazy. All right? Creator mode. All right? Now, when in creator mode, back out of here. When in creator mode, you got vehicle spawner. Okay? Now, you can go ahead and you can spawn anything you want. Okay? We can spawn all kinds of cars, whatever you want. You can make a supercar pileup if you want. Okay? It doesn't really matter. All right? So anyway, you know, that's vehicle spawner. We'll back out of there, and we'll back out of there, okay? Then you got PTFX spawner too, all right? And nothing like a fire truck when it's on fire now, is it? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Oh, what happened? Did you lose your fire truck? Oh. Okay, so anyway, yeah, there you go. All right, now, We're back on a drone mode right here. Okay, and we'll come back here. Okay, now, teleport, well, if you go to My Players, okay, it shows, you know, wild balance, all that kind of good stuff. You go to All Players if you're in a session, okay, well, pretty much, if you're in a session, you're going to be able to see what everybody's got and all that kind of good stuff, okay? So, you know, I mean, there you go. Now, teleport locations. You can teleport to anything you want. You can stash the current location, you go to the IPL maps, ahead 10 foot into nearest vehicle, into personal vehicle, and there is every friggin' bit of every teleport that's in Los Santos that you can teleport to, okay? Including places you don't want to teleport to, all right? And we'll back out of there. Recovery options, again, online, GTA only, all right? That menu will open up, and you can decide to do nice things for people or really nasty things for people, okay? It's all good, okay? It's all up to you. Yeah, Danny, of course. And, Jonathan, you can go to our website. In fact, here, wait a minute. Tell you what. Let me do this. www.customxboxes.com. Right, you can go there. And what you do there is you can choose whatever kind of system you want. You know, I mean, whatever. We do all kinds of custom work and all kinds of craziness, okay? Anyway, all right. Now, like I said, recovery is back out. You know, it's in story mode, okay? Now, character options, okay? Now, we can change, we can stash current ped variation, all that kind of good stuff, all right? Or we can go to model changer. Now, I don't know if you want your son to see this or not, but, you know, what the heck, okay? Anyway, you can become an FIB. You can become a snow cop. You can become a Marine, okay? Or better yet, you can become a stripper! Yeah! Okay? Buns of steel. Now, that's the way I like them right there. Well, no, not really. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Yeah, we can become a different one. Yeah, that's a good one right there. There you go. All right, now we got nipples, okay? All right, so anyway, yeah, we can become a stripper, okay? Let's keep this PG for right now, okay? Here we go. All right, that's a little better, okay? All right, I don't know how old your son is, so I don't know if you want him to see this or not. All right, so anyway, there we go. Now I'm a stripper. All right, okay? Now, you can spawn with weapons, random components, randomized components, so on and so forth, okay? Now, component prop editor. You can, restore the default components, remove the props, reset the appearance. You can adjust the face, the mask, the hair, the torso, the vajayjay, the nipples, whatever you want to do. Special 1, 2, and 3 I'm very scared of, and I don't want to even go in there. The torso, hats, glasses, and ears. Yes, you can adjust that. Okay. Now, Genealogy Editor. Now, you know, Evelyn, I know that you work in an ICU unit, so you're used to test tubes and all kinds of good stuff, right? Well, basically, if you're into DNA, well, you can change her DNA. And you can make it so she's got 3 arms and 4 legs coming out of her forehead, okay? You know, I mean, so it's all up to you, whatever you want to do. Personally, that scares me, but if you really want to get into it, you can. You can set that. You can get head blend data, head shape, blend shape, mom, dad, you know, I mean, so on and so forth. Set blend from parents, all that kind of good. Okay, so you get the idea, right? So pretty scary stuff can come out of there, I promise you, all right? I've experimented with it offline. It's kind of scary. Okay, so anyway, restore the original, and then animations. We can make her do anything that we want to do, okay? So, Evelyn, we can make her do sit-ups. See? Okay, and then nice, look at that, huh? Yeah, there you go, that's it. Work it, baby, work it, that's it. We can make her do push-ups. That's even better, okay? Well, from a male perspective anyway, okay? We can make her do pull-ups. Oh, yeah. Then we can make her do the sex loop male. We can make her do the sex loop prostitute. We can make her do a shag loop egg, shag loop poppy, paparazzi shag loop, BJ loop male, BJ loop prostitute. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Okay, drunk driver loop, female, Trevor jerking off, pole dance 1, 2, and 3, and a private dance and a tap dance. And then, of course, we can make her do the butt wag, okay? Now, the butt wag is cool. Why? Because she wags it, okay? You got the verse dance, heaven dance, and then, of course, on fire, which is very, very funny. And then, of course, electrocution, and then shotgun damage. Now, it's beyond me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll do Trevor drunk. I don't even know how to explain that. Okay. Barrel rolling, meditating, waving arms, arrest, all that kind of good stuff. There's a whole bunch of crap in here. You do chomp hump, the chomp loop, the chomp dump, eat, enter, P right, P left, dump loop, growling, attack. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Ground attack. There you go. Okay. Wait. Attack. Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's enough of that. Now we'll bring her out of that. Okay. So you get the idea, right? Okay? Food animations, we can make her drunk as fuck. And, you know, we'll get out of there, okay? Now, back out of there. And then scenarios, yes, we can do yoga too. Yoga's good. I like yoga. You want to know why? That's the reason why, okay? So, anyway, you might want to keep this from your son a little bit, okay? You know, so, anyway, yeah, we'll stop the yoga now, okay? So, we'll get out of there. Pet options, pet spawner. Yeah, you can spawn anything you want, okay? Me, well, you know how I roll. You know how I roll, okay? We'll spawn some strippers. What the hell, okay? There we go. Now we got a world-class strippers right here, okay? We got a whole bunch of them right here, okay? Now, all right, you can adjust them, okay? As you can see, you got pet 1, pet 2. You see the arrow? You know, you can select whatever you want. You can delete them. You can turn them on, turn them off, whatever you want to do. Okay, you teleport to them, all that crap, all right? Now, get out of there. Vehicle options, that's to modify smoke, tint, tires, you know, engine upgrades, transmission upgrades, the whole 9 yards. Los Santos Custom, that's to spawn motorcycles, bikes, transvestites, whatever you want to do, okay? Weapons options, my favorite, the gravity gun, okay? When one of them gets out of line, just point and pull the trigger, and then pretty much hold in on the right trigger, hold in on the left trigger, and you can spin her around, okay, right? If you hit RB, you can throw her up in the air. You hit LB, you can bring her back. Throw her up in the air and bring her back, okay? And then you can use her as a weapon, see? Now watch this, see? She knocks over fire trucks and all that kind of good stuff. Yep, there she goes. We'll clean all this up right here, okay? See, and here she comes. She'll come back up the street. There you go. All right, you could use her to beat up cars and all kinds of good stuff. See what I'm saying, you know? And she gets out of line, that's what you do, okay? And then you bring her back, okay? And you shove her up against the wall. There you go. And she'll wind up in the ICU unit visiting you, Evelyn. Okay, so anyway, once you're done with her, well, it's real easy. Just throw her up in the air and just let her go, and she'll come down sooner or later. Okay? Now, all right, you got the cash gun, teleport gun, firework gun, custom ammo gun, explosive ammo, fire ammo, force field, and Tony stripper flinger. Oh, I'm sure you want to know what the stripper flinger is, okay, right? When you're out of bullets, well, when in doubt, throw a stripper out, okay? They work real good, too. They work against cars and all kinds of good stuff. You can knock over pegs, you know, I mean, destroy them, whatever you want to do. As you can see, they have a lot of velocity, and they work really good. That's Tony stripper flinger, okay? Experiment, have fun. Misc options, protections, menu options, okay, so on. So this you can adjust the size and all that kind of good stuff, and make it bigger, make it smaller, with all, you know, all that crap. Creator mode, there is all kinds of crazy stuff, and I have no idea, okay? You know it will be. You know I put it everywhere, man. I spread myself all out. Okay, now that we've experimented with GTA 5, okay, now I'll tell you what, we'll go on over to Xbox 360 games. Let's do a little BO2 action here, okay? Now, I'm doing BO2 for the simple fact is that, you know, I can cover the off-host, which works for all of them the same way, and also 2 menus that are installed in this thing. They're GSC menus, so they're injected into the game itself. All right, one of them is Jiggy, one of them is Sentinel. They're well known. They've been around for a long, long, long time. All right, but I still want to demonstrate it because, you know, some people are new to this and they don't know, and I would rather show them than not show them because, you know, I mean, what good is it if you get it and you know, well, how do I open the menu? You're gonna get hit with 10,000 questions. I'd rather show it to you. So anyway, we'll press start. Okay, we'll go to the hard drive right here. All right. And now what we'll do is we'll sync up the controller and all that kind of yeah. Okay, and we'll go to multiplayer. All right. Now look, you're gonna see BO2 cheats bypassed. You know, BO2 bypassed, BO2 cheats loaded, all this crap, which is cool. Now I'm doing a regular local game locally. All right. I'm not doing anything Xbox Live. All right. So anyway, we go to a local game, hit A. All right. I'm gonna use these for test dummies here. All right. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna start the match. Now, our all post. You hit D-pad left, it's going to open the menu. X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close the offhost, okay? Jiggy is a different menu. You hold in with the left trigger and push down on the right thumbstick. You're going to use A to select and X to back out, okay? Also with Jiggy, if you want to get online with Jiggy, all right, use that menu online, you have to force the host. I'm going to explain that. So anyway, we're going to start the match right now, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and this thing is loaded. I mean, Jiggy's got way more than what I even show. Okay, so, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of all kinds of craziness that you can do with this thing. It's nuts. All right, so anyway, we're going to pick a gun. All right, now I'm going to hold in on the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. There's Jiggy. I'm going to use A to select. I'm going to go to quick mods because that does a whole bunch of mods right there already. And then I'm going to back out of there with X. Okay, now, if you want to get it online, you have to go into a session by yourself first. Then go to host, open up Jiggy, go to host only, and then hit A and force the host. Then you back out of this section right here. You back out. You go into a public session, and then you'll have Jiggy online as well as the off host. Okay. So I'm gonna hit X to back out of there right now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna modify this thing. I'm gonna modify the bullets. I'm gonna use swarms and grenades and explosive bullets and hunter killers and RPGs and AGR rockets, and I'm gonna use blood bullets and cobra bullets. Figure a little venom. Dog bullets, bite them in the ass, and then flare bullets to set them on fire. Now I'm gonna hit X to back out of there. Okay, now that I got all that crap set up, our off host, D-pad left, there's our off host. It's very simple, all right? X to select, X to select, okay? Use the D-pad to go up and down, okay? So, and we're going to do on screen, and you set this up any which way you want, you know, experiment with it, okay? I'm just setting it up the way I normally set it up. There you go. All right, now we're going to back out of here, stand up and hit D-pad left. We'll go out here, and when they turn blue, let them have it, okay? Now we can fly through the air with Jiggy. We can get a bird's eye view, and please don't do this online because it just pisses people off really badly, okay? Now, and pretty much we can destroy anything that we want and everybody, okay? Now, when in doubt, okay, open up Jiggy, go to aimbot, go to unfair aimbot, and now you can shoot through building schools and get automatic headshots, and you just piss the entire lobby off. Everybody hates your guts. You're going to be getting hate mail and all kinds of crazy stuff. So don't do what I do. This is only for demonstration purposes only, okay? But you can do a lot with this thing. There's a lot more to it than just this, okay? So, you know, you can help people. You can do nasty things to people if you want to be that way. But, you know, I don't really recommend that because it's not cool. The doggy's about to get fried. All right, so anyway, okay. So, pretty much that's our off-host in Jiggy. Now, we're back out of here. Yeah, I want to leave the lobby, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of here. I'm going to go straight into zombies, okay? Now, zombies going to start up. You're going to, and it's going to be loaded with Sentinel menu, okay? You're going to see Bo2 bypass once again because we're running a different title now. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to a local game right here. I'm going to select that, okay? Here comes our COVID-19 infected Earth. Okay. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I know you work in the ICU. I'm sorry. You poor woman. I feel for you. All right. Anyway, we're going to hit A, transit, okay, and we're going to start the match. Now, Jiggy, hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick, okay? You're going to use X to select on this one, and then push it on the right thumbstick to back out of it, okay? So now we start the match, okay? And here we go. Okay. Now. All right. Now. Saying that I was screaming, so you know how that goes, all right? You know, I mean, so I got to be careful with that, with the mic setting here, because that's just the way this thing works. It's kind of crazy. All right, so anyway, there we are. Now I'm going to open up Sentinel. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hit personal mods, I'm going to hit X. I'm going to turn God mode on, infinite ammo on, let's see here, unlimited sprint, double speed, no clip, and we'll do toggle the aimbot. All right, and then we'll back out of there by hitting the right thumbstick. We'll go down to weapons menu. We'll pick something with a little bit more punch. All right, and we'll go ahead and we'll grab hold of, a fully automatic RPG. Now we're in God mode, okay? And, you know, we have a bunch of zombies coming after us, which is really, here, wake up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Come on, guys. Where are ya? There you are, yeah. Good, it makes you all mad and everything, okay? Oh, dearie me, what am I going to do? Oh, my goodness, they're all coming for me. Well, anyway, hold in the left trigger, pull in on the right trigger, and pretty much you get automatic headshots all over the damn place, and pretty much everything is dead, okay, except you, all right? So on and so forth, okay? Now, like I said, what we can do here, all right? You have your weapons menu, fun menu, models menu, forge menu, zombies menu, power-ups menu, rounds menu, teleport menu, map mods, lobby mods, game settings, players menu, all players menu. You got a ton. Explore. Have a blast. Okay? Now, I'm going to get out of here. Alright? Now, for the important part of this thing. Now, as you know, this is a gaming console. It is known as a gaming console. Okay? It's an Xbox. Alright, however, though, when you RGH this thing, it's not only an Xbox, it becomes a computer, because actually it is a PPC. Alright? This machine requires you to do things, okay, that you're going to have to learn and understand. Now, I'm giving you enough knowledge to become dangerous, okay? I am going to recommend, alright, that if you really want to get into the operating and the inner workings of this thing, go to Modded Warfare XX on YouTube. Alright, there's no reason for me to do 10 billion videos on this thing, because he's got everything that covers everything on this thing. Okay, also when you put menus on and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, the developer who developed the menu is the person that normally gives you a readme or instructions on how to put it on there. Okay, so if you download any menus from YouTube or whatever, okay, it should come with a set of instructions. Alright, just be careful with what you're adjusting, because, you know, I mean, it's an RGH. This thing, if you tell it to happily run off a cliff, it will run off of a cliff, okay? All the safeties are off of it. It is wide open. So you got to be careful with what you do, okay? If you delete a launch any, you're going to be going like, what the hell? You know, I mean, so you got to be careful, okay? Now, all right, I'm going to go through this thing with you on how to copy and paste files and folders and all that kind of good stuff, all right? But first I'm going to show you how to get it online for the first time, okay? So, here we go. Now, this applies to all RGHs, okay? It all works the same way. All right? When you first get this thing, you do not just... Once you do this, you don't have to do it again, okay? You know, I mean, unless you take it somewhere else and put it on a different network, then you have to do it again. But when you first get this thing and it gets to your house and everything, all right, what I want you to do before you turn it on is I want you to open this drive door, and then what I want you to do, I want you to pull this hard drive out, okay, just like that. We'll leave that there. Then what I want you to power the console on, okay? Now, when the console comes on, it is going to boot into the original dashboard, okay? Now, I'm going to sync the controller up. Like I said, it's a very fast booter, as you can see. Videos don't lie. Live streams don't lie. Okay, this console booting up every time. Okay? Now, you're going to boot to the standard stock dashboard here, because everything is on here. Alright? What we're going to do is we're going to go up, we're going to go over. We're going to go to settings, we're going to go to system. Okay? Now, we're going to go to network settings. Okay? You with me? There we are. Okay, now look. It's going to scan for wireless networks, and it's going to find your network over here somewhere or whatever, okay? When it does, I want you to go ahead and click on it and put your password in, okay? When you do that, it's going to automatically test the Xbox Live connection just like this. You're going to get a check mark and 2 red X's. That's what you should get, okay? So just give it a second here. Yep, there we go. All right, now, we want it connected. Now, if this was a regular Xbox, this would be bad right here. Okay, all right, that would be very bad. Okay, but it's an RGH. That's what we want. We do not want to connect to Xbox Live directly without a stealth server. The stealth server is on here. Okay. Therefore, we just want to make sure that we are connected to our local area network first. This is dash launch blocking the internet and Xbox Live, because without a stealth server, it would ban the KV immediately. Okay. You got to have a stealth server that sends challenge responses correctly. Otherwise, it will ban the KV. Okay? And if you ban the KV, not a good thing, because then you got to buy another one and put it on a damn hard drive and everything else. Okay? Money wasted. Don't do that. Okay? So that's the reason why you get a check mark and 2 red X's. Okay? We don't want to connect yet. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're connected to our router. Okay? In which we are. So you get green dots here. This doesn't matter right now. Okay? So we're good. Now, once you get that, power the console off. Okay? Then what I want you to do is simply shove this back in. It'll seat with a click. close the drive door, okay? Then I want you to pull this power cord out and leave it out for 5 minutes. If you don't leave it out for 5 minutes, you're going to wind up with a DNS error. It'll connect to the internet, you'll see the server come up and everything else, but you won't be able to connect to live, you'll get an error, okay? So if you don't leave this out for 5 minutes, that's what's going to happen, okay? So you got to leave this out 5 minutes. You got to clear the DNS. The only way to do that is draining the power completely from the Xbox. And the capacitors do hold a charge, so therefore, if you plug it back in, well, like immediately, you're going to wind up with a problem, okay? So anyway, leave this out for 5 minutes. Now me, I'm plugging it back in because it's already on my network, and the DNS and everything else matches. Now, supposedly, this should work. Now, this has bitten me in the ass before, and I've had to sit there and reset it with a damn cable, or I had to sit there for 5 minutes waiting for it, okay? And I don't want to do that. So, anyway, it should work, okay? So, for you, 5 minutes. Me, I'm living dangerously, okay? It's a Microsoft product. What do you expect? Look at Windows 10. Anyway, okay, now, we're good to go. All right, now we're going to power it on, okay? Get your controller ready and all that kind of good stuff. All right, once the system boots, you're going to come to FSD dash, okay? And then when it comes to FSD dash, ouch, okay, that hurt. Evelyn, I need the ICE unit. Anyway, okay, now look, here's the deal here, okay? It's going to boot up, and then you're going to see this green stuff stop moving, which is good. And it means it got on the internet. Now it's going to run FSD, and now you're going to see your plugins come across the screen, just like that. It's going to do this on every console that I built, okay? And it does this on every RGH that's out there. They only work one way, okay? So anyway, there we got our notifications and everything else. Everything is good. All right, now what we're going to do, okay, is what I want you to do now is I want you to go over to the homebrew section right here. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go to Xbox 360 dashboard and hit the A button. Hit the A button again. Now, a square should pop up with your name, in which you just did, okay? That's good, because that means that you're good to go to live, okay? Now, here's the deal here with this thing. Look, you can load a retail profile on here, but if you've got money into that retail profile, keep it on the retail console. Don't do that, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to go to download profile. Get on your computer, go to xboxlive.com/live. I want you to think up a silly name and a silly password and make a modder's profile. You can always mod your retail profile from a distance and keep it safe on your retail, okay? So you use a modder's profile or whatever and you're good to go. Now, what you do is you go to xboxlive.com/live, okay? Make your modder's profile. Then come back here and download the profile. If everything goes correctly, it is going to go ahead and look like this, okay? And you're going to get the spinning circle, and then you're going to see that you're up, you're online, and you're live, okay? Life is good. There we are, okay? Profile signed in and everything. Now, in the event, okay, which this does happen, and it has happened, okay, you're at the download screen, and you're sitting there for 15 minutes, and the damn thing isn't downloaded. Well, that's because there's a problem, a small one, okay? What happened was it got corrupted during the download. And, of course, they don't tell you that. It just sits there, halfway, for an hour, okay? Now, if you're sitting there, it shouldn't take that long, okay? If it takes more than 15 minutes, my God, there's a problem. So what I want you to do is I want you to hit the B button and back out of there and come here. I'm going to show you how to fix it, all right? We go up, we go over. We go to settings, we go to system, and then we go to storage, okay? We click on storage, all right? We go to the hard drive, okay, because that's where our profiles are stored, okay? You can put them on a memory unit if you want. It doesn't matter, okay? Either way. But you have to go to whichever one you got them on, okay? So we go to the hard drive, okay? We hit A. We go to profiles. Underneath this profile will be the profile that you downloaded, okay? I want you to highlight it with the D-pad, all right? Hit A, and I want you to delete it right off the hard drive. Just get rid of it because it's no good. It's corrupt. And then once you're done, back out of here, back out of here, back out of here. Leave that highlighted right there. I want you to hit Y, and I want you to go to clear system cache, and I want you to do it twice. So that's once, and then you're going to do it one more time because it's Microsoft, and that's twice, okay? Then, back out of here, back out of here. Go up, go over, go to social, go to sign in, sign out, and then download the profile once again. It will download, okay? Once it downloads, hit the guide button, go back to FSD, all right? Now, program that you need to run, okay, which is very important, which is going to be XM360, okay? Listen, all of this downloadable content and XBLA has to be unlocked to this console, okay? There's a tool to do that. It's right here. You click on it, you start it up. Right now, don't worry about the black screen. It's going to go away. Just give it a minute. It's going to scan the hard drive. It's going to grab all the DLC and all the XBLA. We'll put it up here. We're going to unlock it and make sure it's unlocked to this console so that way you can use it, okay? Because if you don't unlock it and it's locked up, you'll wind up downloading upgrades and all kinds of good stuff and everything else. Also, if there are any updates that are happening, you know, title updates, stuff like that, keep up with them as well, okay? Now, okay, all the XBLA that's on here, all right, there it all is. Now, as you can see, it's already unlocked. But go there anyway, over here, unlock XBLA, hit A, okay? And, of course, they're already unlocked. That's good. Now, show DLC. All right, now this is all downloadable content for all your games and stuff, okay? So we go over here, we unlock DLC, hit A, okay? Good, all right, so everything's unlocked. And then we exit the dash. That's it. Now, if you download any XBLA or you download any DLC from, like, Pirate Bay, torrent sites, or whatever, after you put it on the hard drive and inject it in the right folder under the content folder, you need to unlock it, because if you don't, you won't be able to use it. It's that simple. Now you can run off and do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, okay, just to show you emulators, that they all work and everything, all right, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to use MAME for an example. I'm going to hit A. Hit A. Now, MAME plays everything, okay? And it's a multi-arcade machine emulator. Yes, that's what that stands for, okay? So anyway, we load it up. All right, now, these are the ROMs right here. Okay, these are all stand-up arcade games like from 1984, okay? Now, if you hit the right trigger, you can go down page by page, and as you can see, there's a ton of games on there, Galaga, Pac-Man, Mr. Do, all that stuff, and it still goes on and on and on. The left trigger will go up page by page. D-pad down, D-pad up, okay? A to launch the game, all right? Y for your options. If you want to, you can get an external drive. You can store ROMs on it and list that drive out, and, you know, you can even store even more. Okay, you know, I mean, you can also do that with your Xbox games and everything, too, as well. Very versatile, all right? Now, okay, once you do that, if you're in the game and you press both thumbsticks in, you're going to get a sub-menu, okay? You can adjust the video, the scaling, the shaders. You can adjust, you know, the frames per second. Also, if there's a mod for it, it's going to be available there and all that. Now, once you're done with the game, hit the guide button. Go back to Xbox Home, and that's it. You know, I mean, you can play any emulator on there. They all got ROMs. They all play, every single one of them, okay? Now, okay, classic games. If you want to play an original classic game on an Xbox, okay, there's a certain way to do it, all right? If you try to do it with the server on, it's not. So that you put this thing in to go offline. And it's very, very simple. All right, look. Power the console up when you want to play a classic game, okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to do this. Power it on, hit eject, leave the tray hanging out until you reach FSD dash, okay? Now, system's going to boot. Now, when it does, at the Xbox 360 loading screen, okay, don't push the tray in, okay? What I mean is don't push it in here. Wait for it to get to FSD dash. Otherwise, you could send a signal stating, oh, well, guess what? Never mind. I don't want to do bypass mode. And then you're going to wind up with a mess, okay? And it's not going to play. So anyway, we're going to FSD. Now, you'll notice that, you know, no plugins. You're not going to be on the internet or anything like that. You will have an IP address, which I'm going to explain that in just a minute, okay? But you see you have a local area IP address. That's XBDN. What bypass mode does is it disables plugins 2 through 5 in dash launch, all right? So plugin 1 is still available, which means your network connectivity, okay? So, we're good. Now, what we're going to do is take up a controller. We'll go on over to classic games, and then we can play an original classic game that was on the original Xbox from back in 2002, as you can see. All right, because it's got compatibility files. These are the modified ones that the gentleman rebuilt about a year ago or so. And, I mean, they work absolutely fabulous, okay? So, anyway, there's the game, as you can see. And there's the original, you know, Thumb 2. And there you are. Just hit A, and there you go. Alright, and there it is, playing. Okay, now, once you want to get out of this, and you want to play a different one or whatever, hit the guide button, Xbox Home, yes. Now, you cannot play Xbox 360 Live games in this mode, okay? So when you want to play a 360 game online with your friends online, well, you got to power the console off and power it back on, okay, without using the eject button, okay? That's simple. Now, I'm going to show you how to copy and paste files and folders. Okay, now this is rather important, and you know, I don't want you to wind up not knowing how to copy and paste these things, because it's kind of important. All right, because if you want to change a mod menu, if you want to do something, okay, you know, I mean, you got to be able to do this, okay? Because this system is very manipulative. You can do a lot of stuff with it. All right, but listen. All right, if you want to do it the old-fashioned way with a USB stick, we can do that, okay? Happen to have one right here. All right? Now, when you get a USB stick, I would not suggest over 64 gig because that would be a waste. Because you have to plug this into the computer, and you have to format it with FAT32, file allocation table 32, partition scheming, okay? So you plug it into your computer, you right-click on it, you click on Format, you select FAT32, okay? And then you format it. Then you put whatever you want on this USB stick right here, okay? Once you're ready, once you're done and you're ready, okay, plug this in to the Xbox right here. Now this has a built-in file manager that you can use, okay? File manager. There it is. Hit it. You will notice that there are two window panes, okay? You have your left one and you have your right one, okay? Obviously. So, what are we going to do? First off, we don't go in the flash. Never ever go in there. Please do not go in there, okay? Because that is the operating system, and if you remove something, it is one way. And if you remove the HUD, or you remove the ZAM, or whatever, you're going to wind up with a mess and a bricked console. So stay out of that damn thing. Do not touch that damn folder, okay? Now, what we do is we go down to HDD1, okay? I'm going to choose the left window pane. All right, we're going to hit A. Now, if you notice, all of the folders right here, everything is all nice and neatly put in. If you go to Games, there's all your games, and each game has its own folder, okay? Now, back out of there. You got your emulators. Yes, that's where your emulators are stored. Everything is all nicely, neatly put away, okay? You got your content folder. This is where all the goodies are for your XBLA and all that kind of good stuff. It's all in there, okay? Now, freestyle, that's this dashboard right here. Don't go in there. Please don't go in there and do anything. All right, okay? You have your homebrew section. This is where all your tools reside, right in here, okay? Now, OG games, pretty much self-explanatory. That's where your original Xbox games are stored, okay? Pretty easy, all right? Now, as you can see, the rest is the root of the drive right here where your plugins sit, like the Alliance XCX, the Purge XCX, JRPC, JRPC2, your GtaV, the identity of the Xbox, okay? Launch any, name tags, notify.xex, RPC, XPDM, XPDM, XEX. Don't delete anything from here, please don't, okay? You know, I mean, you know, XE cheats you can use or not use, it doesn't matter, okay? You can put it in a plugin and go. All right, XRPC, you know, so on and so forth, XDRPC. Okay, these are tools that you can use to connect your computer and all that kind of good stuff, all right? But anyway, making a long story short, which I'm trying to do. All right, look. Let's say you have a menu that you want to copy, okay? Now, you went ahead, you put the USB stick in. We're going to be using HDD1, we're going to use that we're going to put that in the left window page. We're going to go down here, and you'll see there's a little arrow right here. Well, that means there's one more, which is your USB stick. We hit A. Okay? Now, we can go down page by page using the right trigger, which I'm going to do. Or we can use a D-pad. Okay? Now, let's say there's a menu right there. All right? Now, this is your RGH, so you can go out and get menus and put it on there. Like I said, you know, it's all up to you. This is yours, okay? So, have fun with it, you know? I mean, there's a lot of menus out there. There's a lot of good menus. There's a lot of bad menus, too. Be careful of. Okay, and all that kind of good stuff. But, you know, I mean, like I said, sky's the limit, do what you want. All right, but anyway, I'm going to show you how to copy this over. So, we have the menu right here. We want to put it on the hard drive so we can use it. So, we're going to go ahead and what we're going to do, we're going to hit X. Okay? We highlighted it. Okay? Notice these controls are in play right now. We're going to bring this over here with the D-pad. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hold in LB. These controls now become high and now become in play. Okay? You'll notice we got an arrow. We're copying from right to left. Okay? So you got copy, move, Y, B, rename. So you hold the LB button, which is right here, okay? And then what you do is you hit A. Okay? There it is, right there. Okay? There's the menu right there. So it copied it from the USB stick to the hard drive. Now you can use it, okay? And I'm going to show you how, too. Alright, just to show you here. We'll get in a little bit more depth here. Go to the homebrew section. Dash Launch 3.21. Hit that. It's going to start up. There's Dash Launch. Go down to your plugins right here. Hit A. Okay, now, let's say you want to put that menu in here. Okay, we have an empty slot right here. Now, JRPC2, you can put menus in a text file there and configure them so you can put a lot more in there if you want. Okay, but, you know, read up on JRPC2. Alright, plugin 4. Okay, we want to put that in there. So we're going to go to the hard drive. What are we going to do? We're going to go ahead, we're going to select the hard drive, and you see, there's our menu right there. Guess what? We'll hit A. There it is. Okay, what do? We go ahead, we hit RB, we hit X to save it, and then B to back out. Okay, now I'm not going to save it because that menu is very old and it doesn't work anymore. Okay, so with the latest dashboard updates, a lot of the older menus don't work because 17.559 completely changed everything. So anyway, we want to get rid of it now. So what do? We highlight it, we hit Y. It's gone. Okay? Now, all we got to do is we go ahead, we hit RB, highlight HDD, X to save it, B to back out. Okay? Pretty simple, right? I mean, that's how you put a menu on. Okay? Let's say you want to copy a KV over. Well, that's also very, very easy. Go back to File Manager. Oh, and by the way, after you put the plug-in in, you got to reboot the console. All right, in order for Dash Launch to take effect. All right, now, okay, so want to change the KV? No problem. Go to File Manager, HDD1. Let's say your KV went bad. Let's say you got banned or whatever. Okay. First off, we're going to get rid of this right here. So to delete it, hit LB, B, yes, and it's gone. Okay? Now, here's your KV.bin. Okay? Now, if it goes bad, you hold in left button, hit B, and delete it right off the hard drive. Then, you go to where you put your KV on your USB stick right here. Okay? Say, let's see here, where the hell? Yeah. Excuse me. Remember. Okay, and I'm going to tell you right now, because I've had a lot of people, and I don't understand why they don't understand this. It's a computer, it's literal, okay? This has got to be named kv.bin exactly. It cannot be an open bracket, one closed bracket, because if you have multiple KVs on your, on your computer, well, it's going to put 1, 2, 3. You got to get rid of that, so you got to rename it, okay? But it has to be named kv.bin in order to work. If it's not renamed that, this Xbox is going to look at you and say, are you retarded? Okay, you know, I'm a computer. I'm looking for kv.bin, not kv open bracket 1 close bracket .bin. Okay? You can't name it whatever you want to name it. No. It works one way. Okay? So what do? Like I said, with FSD, come over here, hold in LB, hold in B, and delete it. Okay? Right off the hard drive. Then, all you do is you mark this with X, bring it over here, LB, and hit A to copy it. You know, put it on the hard drive. Once you're done there, all right, then all you have to do is shut down and reboot. Now, when you reboot, if the KV was put on properly, what's going to happen is the system will start up, shut down, and then start up again, setting the KV, and therefore giving it a new identity so you can get back on Xbox Live. That's simple, okay? Very simple. So I hope I made that clear, perfectly, abundantly clear, okay? But like I said, I've had people that say, oh man, that KV that you sold me is no good, blah, 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 right? I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh, can you take a picture of the folder, please? And they do, and what do I see? An open bracket, closed bracket. I'm like going like, okay, this is a computer. It only understands kv.bin, period. Okay? And they say, oh, it worked. No shit, Sherlock. Really? Oh my God. All right. So anyway, just to let you know, I know there's some people that are new out there and everything, and I kind of get a little agitated at times, but that's because this is simple. Okay, and I figure if you know a computer, you'll know this, all right? But unfortunately, no, it doesn't work that way. So anyway, okay, that's how we copy with, you know, a USB stick, okay? So I'm back out of here, and I'm just going to get out of there before I get another friggin' heart attack like I had a couple months back. Anyway, Now I'm going to show you how to get this thing and copy files and folders using a program. This even gets scarier. Sometimes, boy, I wonder. All right, now look. Okay. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to shut this light off so you don't get that nasty glare. I'm trying to stop the glare. All right, now look. I know I'm terrible with camera operation, but hell, and mic operation, but you know what? Oh, well, deal with it. Okay, listen. This is the address of the IP of the Xbox. That's the IP address of it, okay? That means that's the network IP address that is on your local area network right now, all right? Now, okay, we want to copy files and folders over using a computer instead of a USB stick, which is very doable. We go ahead, I'm going to flop on over my computer. Evelyn, I hope that you like that background that I got right there. Okay, now, hey Camden, you still with me? Yours coming up, don't worry. I just got to go through this instructional with you. Please pay attention, like I said. All right, because this applies to you. Exactly to you, same thing. All right, now look. Okay, in order to paste and copy files and folders over, you got to use a program. Now, you can use, there's a couple of them. FTP, okay, it comes in many forms. It comes in FileZilla for Linux, and it comes in WinSCP for Windows, okay? You can download it, Google WinSCP or Google FileZilla, and it will go ahead and you will have it, download it, install it on your computer like you would a normal program. They're free, okay? Or you can go ahead and if you're into pain and sadomasochistic and you like BDSM, well, you can use Xbox 360 Neighborhood, okay? I'm going to explain that, why I say that, okay? But anyway, yes, if you go ahead and you Google Xbox 360 Neighborhood SDK, latest edition, you will find all kinds of places to download it from. Download it, put it on your computer if you're into pain, okay? And then you'll be able to contact the Xbox through Neighborhood. Me personally, I like FTP because it's way faster and it works a lot better, okay? For me, for my case. It's not for everybody. All right, but anyway, I have WinSCP downloaded on here. If you have a phone that you want to transfer files and folders over with, you can. Go to the Play Store option. Go to, search FTP client. You will see one that will pop up. There's many of them. Grab hold of it. And this applies to that as well. All right, so anyway, we're going to run FTP. So, we go here. We go to my little Windows thing. And down over here, we have WinSCP. We're going to open that up, okay? There it is. All right, now we want to connect to the Xbox. So, our Xbox is 192.168.1.25, okay? Now, this is very easy, and it's very simplistic, okay? The file protocol we're using, like I said, FTP. Not SCP, not WinSCP, none of that crap, no, FTP, okay? Host name, 192.168.1.25, okay? Port number is going to be 21. Keep that there. That's for FTP. Your username you're going to use is Xbox, and your password is going to be Xbox, okay? You log in. It's connected. There is your file, your folder structure, the whole 9 yards all right there, okay? And like I said, stay out of the flash. Don't go in there. We're going to use HDD1 right here. There it is, okay? Pretty easy. All your plugins, like I mentioned before, all your folders with all your stuff in it and everything, it's all right there nice and neat. Now, let's say you want to copy a file over that you have, like a menu or whatever. Okay, so we go from our hard drive or whatever folder it is that we have our menu in, KV, whatever, okay? Left click on it, okay? Left click, hold it, drag it, drop it. There it is, okay? Done. That quick, all right? You want to delete it? No problem. Select it with left, right click, delete, okay. And it's gone, okay? That's simple. That's how you copy files and folders over, okay? You can grab a whole game, let's say, like, here. You can grab this thing right here. You can actually drop it in the folder itself. So if it's a game that you have on, that you download or whatever, just drop it into the games folder. It's that simple if you have space, okay? And it'll drop it in there. And then you go to FSD, you just scan for content, it'll find it, and it will download the artwork, and you're done, all right? So anyway, now if that's over with, you see how we copy files, folders, and all that kind of good stuff over. We can grab a whole folder, okay? We can grab this folder right here, like this. Well, no, Nope, nope, nope. Wait a minute. Whoopsie daisy. Hold on. There we go. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Let me back on up here. Here we go. Okay. Now, okay. You can grab this whole folder right here. Left click, hold it, drag it, and drop it. Okay? And it'll go right there. It'll go right in there. No problem. Okay? And it'll make its own folder. You're done. Okay? Works pretty simple. Okay? Very simple. All right? Now, what I'm going to do here is now I'm going to close this out. But that's how you can work FTP. That's how you work WinSCP, FileZilla, or your FTP client from your phone. Okay? It all work the same way. So, I'm going to disconnect from here. Yes. Now, for those of you who are into BDSM and pain and all kinds of good stuff, well, here comes Neighborhood, okay? Now, once you install, you're going to have a big green, big blob on your screen there. It says Xbox 360 Neighborhood. Click on it. Open it up, okay? Now, look. I'm going to delete this one right here. Delete. No reason to have that there because that one went out. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an Xbox 360, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to double click. And as you can see, welcome to the Add Xbox 360 Development Kit Wizard! Okay, hit next. Now, you could type in GtaV, and it will find it, okay? But me, I have to put in the IP address because I have several XDKs around here and all kinds of good stuff that I don't need to be seen right now. 2.168.1.25. I'm going to use the IP address. Hit next. Okay, and it found it. Now, you're going to make it default, so you're going to hit yes. I'm going to hit no, okay? Now I'm going to hit finish. There's your JTAG. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to right-click on it, and you can open Explorer, reboot, screen capture, synchronize time, security, says default, Xbox 360, delete, and properties, okay? Now, just to open it up, double-click. There it is, okay? Go to HDD1, double-click on that. There's your files, folders, and all that. And this thing is way faster than it was before. I'm going to tell you what, I'm impressed. Holy Matt, this is the fastest this thing's ever gone. I'm freaking, wow. Okay, that's cool. All right, so anyway, maybe it's not as painful as I think it is. All right, so anyway, here it is. Here's your files, your folder structure, the whole 9 yards, okay? Now look, when you want to copy something over, just right-click on Explorer, open up File Explorer, okay? There you are. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll go to desktop, okay? And then you want to grab hold of a file or folder or whatever, okay? So what do? That's pretty easy, okay? Left click and hold it, bring it over here, and just drop it. Boom, there it is. Now, delete it, right click, delete, yes, and it's gone. There you go. That's using Neighborhood. Wow, that's the fastest that this thing has ever run in my life. I can't believe it. Holy mackerel, something went right for a change. Holy Jesus. Okay. So anyway, that's how you copy files and folders and all that kind of good stuff over. Okay? It's very simple. Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. Okay? And like I said, when you add a game to this thing, well, you go to Setup, go to Settings, go to Content Settings, Scan Settings, and just start a manual scan. Okay, the reason why I have this disabled is because I don't want the damn thing to sit there when you're booting up and scan through the whole thing because it slows the whole damn console down. The only time you use that is when you need to scan something in. Okay, that's it. So you start the manual scan, it will find it, will put it in the appropriate folder, and it will download the artwork. It's that simple. All right? Very simple. Your game paths are all right there. You can add a game path. Like, let's say you have a USB external. Well, you can plug it in there. All right, and when you select Y add, well, change path, okay, and it will show up over here under USB or whatever, okay, and then you select it, Y select the directory, and then just hit X and you're done, okay, and it'll put it there. Always change the scan depth to 7, okay, so always do that. All right, so it's pretty easy. All right, I mean, like I said, this is very, very easy and very self-explanatory. All right, so anyway, we're good there. All right, now. Okay, now that that's done, there you go. Evelyn, thank you for your business. I greatly do appreciate it. I hope your son has fun with it, okay? And I hope that what I've said to you and everything that I have tried to explain gives you some kind of information on how to use this crazy thing, all right? Like I said, you're going to have some research to do, all right? So, you know, I suggest that you do it, all right? I mean, I can't teach you everything because there's no way in hell I can do that because I built hardware and like I said, I've got a ton of orders I got to do. But if you have a problem, message me, okay? I will get back to you, okay? I always do. But anyway, thank you so much for your business. Now, Camden! Camden! How you doing, man? Okay? Listen, buddy. All right. I got your console here, okay? So, we're going to put Evelyn's away, and it's going to go out. Okay? Your name. Okay. Now, yeah, with this console, I know you're gonna probably have questions or whatever, which is cool. And also, you know, I have a feeling that it's gonna send you not only to the ICU unit, but also to the funny farm. Alright. Okay. Anyway, Camden, buddy. Yeah. Your console. Okay? I'll plug this in, plug in the HDMI. Now, as I went through the entire instructional video, you understand what, where, how, and who. This is your console right here. Okay? We're going to boot it up. Alright? I just want to show you that this thing works. And I'm sorry that I can't do each and every one's video, but it's because I'm so busy. And every one of these things takes us an hour. And, you know, I mean, you do 5 consoles, and you did those 5 hours, you know, I mean, and that I could be RGHing instead of doing this crap, but that's okay. As you can see, it boots, and it boots like a beast, okay? Just like the other one. Oh, by the way, just in case, because some asshole, okay, over on Apparition Net was saying, well, he uses one console to do his multiple videos. Really, buddy? Really? Yeah. Hey, look. Oh, it's a mirage, okay? It's definitely a mirage, okay? You know, I mean, you freaking dumbass. I think I pissed him off because he tried to DDoS my site, which was kind of funny. Good old Cloudflare. Yeah, that's right. You know who I'm talking about, asswipe. All right, so anyway, I love pissing people off. All right, look. Camden, here you go, man. All right, now look. Go to the homebrew section right here, okay? Now, this one is also a 250 gig. Same stuff, okay? Everything's same stuff. Original dashboard. Here we go. There's your square. There you go. You'll have 30 days, by the way. Don't worry. When the console gets to you, I will reset the server. It's not a problem, okay? Just message me. Remind me, okay? Anyway, got it? Good. Bypass. And she's up online and live with a good TV. Okay? As you can see. All right? Pretty much self-explanatory. Home, bring that back. Okay, now, just to show you. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot to do college football revamp. That's right. Jesus, I'm sorry about that, Evelyn. Okay, we'll do it on Camden's right here. Okay. So anyway, college football revamp version 9, right here. Hit it. Boom. Now it's not going to start up like regular ESPN. Okay, it's going to start up with this dude walking down the hallway looking like he just got his ass kicked or whatever, okay? That guy got a broken jaw. This guy's got broken balls, all right? And then, of course, we have the broken collarbone. The guy giving the finger to the crowd, and this drunk motherfucker running around the field with a rubber football. College football revamped, okay? This is version 9, okay? As you can see, I also was trying to talk to the guys over at College Football Revamped about a console that I'm going to, well, regardless whatever they do or whatever, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, okay? So just so you know. Press the start button. Here we go. Highlight the hard drive. No problem. Okay? And here comes College Football Revamped. Loading. Give it a second. And here we go. Okay? Play now. Here's all of our teams and everything else. Alright, back out of there. You got your Dynasty, your Road to Glory, your team management, your settings, your 2020 season, Ultimate Team, Xbox Live, My NCAA Legacy, and of course EA Sports Extra College Football Revamped. Now, okay, let me tell you right now, they do a lot of updates to this thing. In fact, I do believe that there's an update coming out once again. Alright? Also, you have web applications for this thing, all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, go to College Football Revamped GitHub. Google it. Okay? It will come up. Click on it. Everything that you're going to need to know about this thing is in there, okay? Join their Discord, all right? If you have any problems, you know, or questions or anything, they answer them. It's not a problem. If you have to do an update on this thing, it's 6 files. You copy and paste it using, like I said, FTP or Xbox 360 Neighborhood. One or the other, doesn't matter, okay? But you just delete the old files and copy over the new ones, and there you go, it's updated, okay? So please, go to College Football Revamped GitHub, all right? Check it out, all right? And I promise you, they've got everything that you need to know right there, including new rosters, sharing rosters, and all that crap, all right? So anyway, there you go, all right? Now, the mod is already installed. You're good to go? Yes. All right? Now, okay. Back to Dream Thing. All right, now just to show you, Camden. All right, now, of course, you have your emulators. You have your Xbox Classic games. You have your homebrew section where the tools reside. Okay, also a couple other little things here. Flash 360 and Simple NAND Flasher. Look, those are programs to flash the NAND. All right, now you can easily, you know, you can usually read your NAND and store it or whatever. I keep your NAND stored on my computers. Okay, I have several of them. All right, and also they're locked up also on a USB. In the event that you should ever have a problem with your NAND or whatever, okay, I've got it, which means I can fix it, no problem. Okay, if there's a dashboard update ever by Xbox Live or whatever, okay, you know what? If you don't want to mess with this, message me. All I need is the CPU key or the serial number of the console, which I have readily available. And guess what? I can update your NAND. I can message it to you, just transfer it to you, and guess what? You put it on the USB stick, press the eject button, let the thing run, and it will go ahead and it will reflash your NAND with the new dashboard. Okay? So you don't have to deal with the insanity. All right? Because I can do it for you. All right? That's simple. So these programs here, be careful of these. All right? I'm just warning you. All right? Now, Xbox Live Arcade, yes. Fully loaded, ready to go. Okay? And of course your Xbox 360 games, as you can see, and they all play all the same way, my friend, okay? So listen, you're all good to go. All right? Camden, thank you for your business and your patience and everything else. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'm sorry about being a little late with the videos. Like I said, we had a lot of storms, and the power was going up and down, in and out, and every freaking thing else under the sun. And it's kind of hard for me to work on this crap when power's going in and out and all that crap, okay? So that's the reason why, all right? Don't worry, I'm taking care of people. Anyway, listen, y'all have a good one. Thank you so much for everything, okay? Thanks for watching. I greatly do appreciate you, okay? And like I said, we're shipping them out. You'll have a good one. I got a lot more to do, okay? And in fact, I'm just about finished with Mr. Ramirez's. Yeah,